Hello, everyone. I'm trying to spend some time to discuss the DS630 machine learning course project. So for the project, what I want you to do is to do a couple of major steps here, a couple of things that you should pay attention. What you need to do is, one, frame a business problem, select one data set, and then clean the data, run some preliminary analysis of your data, essentially run some explanatory data analysis, try to understand your data to know how many instances that your data have, and also how many features your data have, essentially how many columns of data and what each columns of data or feature of the data represents, and what's the distribution look like for the k dimensions or features that you're interested in your data. And select two machine learning algorithms that you have studied in class and apply them to your business problem. Just be aware that you should pick the algorithm that you think that fits the problem dataset best and have potential to be good models to solve the problem that you are studying. What you need to do is you summarize your analysis results and findings in a project report. In terms of team formation, you can work either individually or work with a partner and work together on the project. And in terms of schedule, you mainly have three deliverables. The first one is due by the end of week 6. You need to submit a project proposal. And then the second deliverable is you need to present what you have done in class um, in the 10th week. And then just be aware that presentation slides due 15 minutes before the class, and you should be prepared to present around 10 to 15 minutes for each team. And this is worth 30% of the project grade. The third deliverable is the final project report. It is due by the end of week 10, and it is worth 60% of the project grade. So in terms of the proposal, what I'm looking for is really simple. It's a half-page project proposal. What you need to do is to explain the business problem, the data you selected, and the potential solutions that you may be taking. Of course, these solutions can change over time. At the end of the semester, if what you selected are different from what you initially expected to select in the project proposal, that's perfectly fine. Project report. So here is a couple of things that I'm looking for in the report. What you need to do is, number one, try to explain the business problem you're trying to solve in your project final report. Explain the dataset you selected, run machine learning algorithms, and explain your findings. Clearly present the findings in your project final report in a concise way. I'm looking for 5 to 7 pages report. However, this is not a hard limit. If you think you can use 3 pages to explain what you have done reasonably well, go for it. If you think you really need 10 pages to explain what you have done, please do that at your own selection. It should be perfectly fine. So here is more like a list. It would be great if some of the following questions or issues will be addressed, such as analysis of the business problem, the methodology you used, details of the methodology, performance of your methodology, the findings from the project, and are they different from your initial expectation? If so, is there a suitable explanation? Any plan for future work if more time or resources available? So here is really an outline. You should try to address some of them or all of these questions one of the key purpose of this project is trying to be serve as a mini version of your capstone project. So you know how to take the data, how to analyze the data, how to select machine learning algorithms on the data, and even know how to summarize your results, how to evaluate your model performance. Okay, so that's a purpose. That's a whole description of the project. And on the second page here, I actually listed a couple of things that you should pay attention. One, you should follow rigorously on the main steps for machine learning projects that we discuss in lecture one in week one. And then these are the steps that you potentially could leverage in your own machine learning project. Especially for this course project, you could try to go through some of these steps. And then here is also a list of real world data that I discussed in week one as well. You could leverage some of these links to be your selection of data. Of course, you could always use what you feel comfortable, maybe something that you're very interested in, and that data set is not on this list. Feel free to use those data as well for your final project, especially the ones that you are interested in terms of the topic, in terms of data, in terms of the some interesting findings you want to find from your data. So with that being said, this is a really a high level explanation of the course project, and feel free to reach out in case you have any questions in between. And that's it for the course project explanation and description. Thank you.